Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we'll be making this very basic and simple bubu dress that has two side pockets and a built-up collar that is made with Aso-oke fabric. So in this tutorial, I'll be taking you through every single step and showing you one method to keep your Aso-oke fabric from fraying. And I'll take you through all the steps on how exactly to sew the built-up collar onto your dress. Okay, so please make sure that you stay till the end and watch every part as we go along. So without wasting time, let's begin. Now here is a fabric that we'll be using. I didn't use up to 2 yards or around 2 yards of fabric, so I won't be using up the entire bundle as it is. And this is the Aso-oke fabric that I'll be working with. Now I'm going to cut the front and the back bodies separately. So the first thing I'm beginning with is the cutting of the back. Now I have this piece of fabric that I cut out folded in half, and the width when it's folded is my half shoulder length plus my desired sleeve length. Okay, so that's what you're going to use. Add up your half shoulder length to your desired sleeve length, but you need to remember that at the hem of the sleeves we are going to attach Aso-oke fabric, so you're going to subtract the length of the Aso-oke when it's folded from the full length of your sleeve. Okay, so first thing I did was to rule out the starting point, which is the shoulder line at the top, and here I am marking the neck measurements using the basic standard that I always use, which is 3 inches by 1.5 inches. So after that, the next thing is the half shoulder measurement. You really don't need this. You can just go ahead and start working with, like, take the full length as you want. Okay, you really don't need to mark the shoulder length. Okay, so like I said before, you need to remember that we are going to be attaching Aso-oke to the hem of the sleeves, right? So that's going to affect how much you leave for the sleeve length. So at that point, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches for the shoulder slope, and I'll connect it to the neck width. Then I went ahead to mark out the ½ inch sewing allowance at the top of the shoulder slope line. Then I came down from this point for my round armhole opening. I'm using 10 inches and I added 1 extra inch for the sewing allowance. I'll connect those points with a straight vertical line just like this. And then from that point I came in to draw the chest line. And on this chest line I'm going to put the my widest body measurement divided by 4, and for me it is my hips. So excuse me, I did my round hip measurement divided by 4, and to that I added 3 extra inches for ease because it's a bubu dress and I want it really free. You can make it 4, 5, depends on how wide you really want the dress, but I think 3 is fine enough. 2.5 will also be good. And then to that I added 1 extra inch for sewing allowance. Then from that point I drew a straight vertical line straight down to my desired dress length. And that's it, basically. That's it. That's why I say bubu dresses are really easy, so beginner friendly. If you're starting out on your sewing journey and you feel like, oh, how can I ever make something that I can wear, please make a bubu dress. They are so simple, you won't believe how fast and easy it is to make one. Okay, then I came back to this this armpit area, and I'm just going to make a curve there so that the dress sits nicely on my body. Some people take measurements for that, but you can just use your free hand to make a curve. And then I start to cut. So you just cut around all the lines that we marked. And here is my dress length. Okay, decide how long or short you want your dress to be. and set that aside. And now we're going to work on the front bodice. I have a piece of fabric folded in half as well, and this one is going to be longer because we're going to take out, sorry, not wider, sorry, not wider, we're going to take out 2 inches from the center fold here, and that 2 inches is because of the built up collar that will be attached in front. Okay, so after that, I'm now going to start taking my measurements. But guys, I need to apologize. I made a mistake. I missed some clips of when I took the measurements, but it's just basically the same thing that we did for the front. Okay, so here I'm marking, sorry, we did for the back. So here I'm marking out the 2 inches that we're going to cut out in order to sew in the Aso-oke for the built up collar that will go from the collar straight down to the end of the dress. So I marked those 2 inches from the top of the fabric to my desired dress length. And then I started taking the measurements. So like I said, I missed those clips. I can't really remember what happened. I made this video a while ago and I had some issues while making it, but yeah. All right, so it's basically the same thing. You take your sleeve length from the center point of your back and then trace it out and cut. Okay, now for the front neck depth, we're going to use 8 inches because it's like a v-neck. It's a v-neck. So I mark that point and connect with a slant line like this, and then I went ahead to cut out this area. Now this 2 inch that we're cutting out in the center fold, we're going to make up for it with our Aso-oke fabric. So when you finish, this is what you will have: 2 front pieces. And the first thing to do is to join the front and the back pieces at the shoulder using the 1/2 inch sewing allowance. Now place the fabrics right side on top of each other and go ahead to join with a straight seam. And when you join on both sides, here's what your work should look like. And then we'll continue, and it's now time to attach this Aso-oke fabric. Now before we start, I want to take the center point on the back bodice by folding the dress in half like this and aligning the shoulder seams on top of each other so that I can get the exact midpoint of the back bodice. So when I do that and arrange everything down to the hem of the dress properly, I can now make a notch on this center back. Okay, so then I'm going to take my tape, and starting from that center back that I notched, I'm going to measure the full length down to the hem of the dress, and that would be the total length of the Aso-oke fabric that we'll need. But here you can see I'm measuring on one side, right? So whatever I get, because my Aso-oke is not going to be as long as this, like to go round from the left to the right. I'm going to cut it in 2 parts. So what I have here is 44 inches. I'm going to add extra like 1 or 2 inches to that. It's always better to have more than less. So I'll cut out 2 pieces of Aso-oke fabric that will be around 46-47 inches thereabout. Now I've cut out the desired length. The next thing now is to get the width that I need to work with. So what I have here is 7 inches. I won't be needing that. I need 5 inches so that when I fold it in half, I'm going to have 2.5 inches. And that is exactly what I'll be working with, because 2 inches will make up for the Ankara fabric that we cut off, and the extra 1/2 inch will be to join the Aso-oke to the Ankara fabric. So here I folded my Aso-oke fabric in half. Remember, it's 7 inches in all, so I'm going to mark out 2.5 inches on fold. Okay, So this is the length that I need. I'll just quickly cut that out and put the extra part away. So on fold here, I'll use my tape to mark out 2.5 inches from the top to the end of this Aso-oke piece. Now after marking these points, I'll use a straight line to connect, and here's what we have. So now I'll just cut out this extra piece that we don't need. And this is one method to keep your Aso-oke fabric from fraying, using a soldering iron. Yes, when you use a soldering iron, plug it and it gets really hot, like red hot. You use it to trim off the parts that you want. It just sears it off because it's really hot, and because of that it burns it, and the thread stays put. It doesn't go out, it doesn't fray. Okay, so this is what I have after doing that. Now I joined the two Aso-oke pieces in the middle, and here I'm just ironing it out on that joining seam, and now it's time to attach. So I folded in half and gave a good press the entire length. Okay, so now to attach it, first thing I did was fold in half again like we did before, and I want to get the length from the center back to where the V-neck stops in front. Do you understand? Okay, so for me it's around it's usually around 13.5 or 14 inches. So what I'll do now is, with my Aso-oke fabric folded this way, okay, I place them on top of each other, and I'm going to start from that joining point at the center, use my tape to mark where I have that 13.5 inches, and I'll sew a straight seam in the middle down to the end. Now you see why you need to iron in the first place. Although even with the ironing, I still use the chalk to mark out a straight line. Now that ironing gives you the crease that you sew on, and it makes your work easier. So after sewing it right in the middle, please don't make any mistake. Make sure you're sewing right in the center crease of the fold that you made while you ironed the first time. So this is what we have. Fold it properly, and this is what your work should be looking like at this point. So now you notice that when you fold it in half like this part will be open, and that's where we attach around the neck, and this middle part will be in the front of the dress. Right, so now let's attach it to the dress. So I'll pick up that center back that we notched, and I'll get the center of my Aso-oke, which is where I joined the two Aso-oke pieces. Okay, so I'll just place the Ankara fabric inside the folded Aso-oke. Sorry, not inside the sorry please. I'll place it in a way that the center back aligns with the center of my Aso-oke fabric. And I'll use a straight stitch to join on one side and come back on the other side to finish up. So we'll go over to the sewing machine, and this is what you should be doing. Okay, and please don't forget that we are doing these stitches on the wrong side of the dress. I finished one side, and this is the other side here. You'll be sewing on the wrong side until you finish off at the hem of the dress. Okay, now give a quick press to keep everything nice and flat, and this is what we have. Our dress is quickly coming together. Then the next thing was to attach the pockets, right side on top of the dress, and of course you're going to need 4 pieces. Do that on all the sides and put that away. The next thing I worked on was the sleeves. So on fold here, what I have is 2.5 inches. I think that was okay for me. That means when you open it up, it's the same 5 inches like we had for the center. And then the length is going to be the entire length of the sleeve when you open up the dress, as in when you open up the front and back pieces. So of course you're going to need two pieces, one on the left and one on the right. Dress at the shoulder seam, this is what you have, and that's how you get the full length that you'll be needing to cut for the Aso-oke. So this is how I'll be placing it. The raw edges will be aligned correctly, and you sew on the right side of the dress, join with a straight stitch, and when you're done, give it a really good press to keep everything nice and flat. All right, so now I'll just quickly trim off the excess, and then it's time to join the dress on the sides. So I'll be using 1 inch for the body of the dress, while around the pockets I'll be sewing with 1/2 inch, and you finish off at the hem of the dress. So you quickly repeat the same thing on the other side as well. And the last thing, or almost the last thing, will be to hem the dress. I folded it once because I first serged the edges, and then I came around this area to give a quick notch, and finally our dress is ready. This is what it looks like. I really love the pockets and the shape that it gives it when I put my hands inside. And I love the way the built up collar turned out. It was really nice. I think the color complements the dress. So guys, thank you so much for sticking around again. I really appreciate your time. Please do well to turn on your notification if you love super easy and simple tutorials like this, so that every time I upload, you'll be here to watch. Don't forget to like and share. Till next time guys, bye.